when Jesus went to heaven, it transitioned. God's people became anyone who is open to accepting of what Jesus did for them on the cross, and allows the Holy Spirit to come in and make His home in our heart. It's decentralized. The church has been completely flattened, and anyone that accepts can be part. And talk about being able to spread fast. That is the fastest method of spreading any kind of message, is saying, you don't have to know much. You just have to know this. And you take this and you can just drop this tiny mustard seed anywhere, and it will grow if it's grasped. And that mustard seed is the for God so loved the world that He gave His one and only Son, that whosoever believes in Him will not perish but will have everlasting life. That's the mustard seed. You drop that into any culture, any time, any place, and people start asking questions, and questions lead to answers, and questions lead to more questions, and Bible studies happen, and people ask the right people, and suddenly, boom, you've got another church popping up. A church is just literally the word in the Old Testament, I mean, in the New Testament, it's ecclesia. It means a gathering. People are just going, what is this? What is this? And they gather together, and they say, what's going on here? What does this passage mean? What does this passage mean? What is this? And they study the Bibles together, and they realize these books, this Bible, these 66 books that have been packed together so we can understand God's journey until the early church. Wow, we can be part of this. And then the seed gets planted in families, and it just spreads when it's done right. But when we build big brick walls around it and say you have to say it in a certain way, and you've got to actually say all of this is what you need to take entire, not even trees, you need to take whole orchards with you, and you've got to put those orchards in the minds of people, in their culture, in their place, in their time. Good luck. That's not how it's supposed to work. It's a mustard seed. It's supposed to just this one kernel of just lands in you, and it dies in you, and then it resurrects. It comes to life and grows within your heart. And that's how the gospel is. That's the only way the gospel works. Sometimes it gets out of those brick walls, even when people who live within them, because some of us can still articulate the gospel.